Hey everyone, my name is Jessie Bly, and I am one of the sales and marketing managers for Emerging Destinations. We represent cool companies and cool places. Tonight, I'm coming to you live from my porch in Atlanta, Georgia, on day what seems like 113 of quarantine. With that being said, what I wanted to do was share something lighthearted and fun in your feed in hopes that it might inspire you to do the same. So tonight, I'd like to share with you one of my favorite travel memories, which happens to be when I was on safari. So, in true safari fashion, I've chosen my favorite khaki button down, an essential when you're on safari. Natural hair and no makeup, so that's what Safari Jessie looks like anyhow. I've got my camera because you never know what kind of wildlife you'll see in Midtown Atlanta. I've also got my shuka. So it is spring here in Atlanta, but we have been getting a little bit of little cold spurt. So I'm just gonna wrap this around just in case. So I've got my shuka, but most importantly, I have my sundowner. I wish it was a Tusker lager, but I'm gonna settle for something local, a brewery here in Atlanta called Sweetwater. So cheers. Anyway, back to my favorite travel memory. I hope that all of you have had the chance to experience a safari. It's one of those things that touches your heart and your soul, and that's exactly what it's done to me. So I'm really excited to share one of my favorite travel memories with you, my safari memory tonight. So I just want to set up the scene. We were on our way back from a very long day of site inspections, work, sun up to sundown. For any of you in the industry, you know that these beautiful trips are mostly working sometimes, so with very little game drives in between. But anyhow, we were on our way back. We were rushing to beat a storm and make it back to our property just before the storm hit. You'll see in the video that I'm going to show you that it's quite dark. So we're rushing back. And for all of you that have been to East Africa before, you know that the roads are not very forgiving. So I'm definitely getting my fair share of an African massage. When all of a sudden, this guide slams on his brakes. And I thought that maybe we're stuck, we've blown a tire, we're in danger. I had no idea what was happening. He slams on his brakes, and I look up, and there is this gorgeous male lion less than 20 feet away from the path that we were traveling on. Now, we've seen lions on this trip before, but we haven't seen a male lion on its own. So this is a little bit interesting. So of course we stopped in to take the site. So this is what brings me to one of my favorite travel / safari memories. The very, very, very first time that I heard a male lion roar. Now, I've seen Planet Earth, so I know what this sounds like. I'm not crazy. I've heard a male lion roar, but it's only been on TV. So we are less than 20 feet away from this animal who just takes this deep breath and lets out the most powerful sound that I've ever heard in my entire life. And if any of you have experienced before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The sounds reverberated off the vehicle. It's like being at a concert in front of the big bass speakers where it tickles your nose hair. It's just a sound that I absolutely was not expecting. So it just rattled my core, and I will absolutely never, ever, ever forget it. So it was just one of those cool moments where we're rushing back to camp. We're in a frenzy. The storm is coming, and we get to experience this male lion roar, you know, which was just beautiful. And the guide explained to us that he was calling out to his pride that could have been a mile or 2 miles away. So that made it even more amazing. So I actually managed, in my excitement, I managed to capture a clip that I want to show you. It's very short. If you have your speakers on loud, you've been warned. This is a male lion roaring at the top of his lungs. So I just want to share that with you really quickly. So for someone that's absolutely never heard that before, I was just absolutely astounded, and it's one of those memories that I'll remember forever, just the feeling that I felt in my core. It's so crazy. So it might sound silly, but one of my favorite travel memories was being on safari in the Masai Mara and hearing this giant, magnificent male lion roar at the top of his lungs. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it encourages you to share one of your favorite travel memories, whether you're kayaking or on a cruise or on some sort of adventure. Maybe you are on safari too. I hope it inspires you to post one of your favorite travel memories. I'm missing all my industry friends so much, and I just hope that this gives us some sort of connection. And please share. And I have tons of safari memories. I have tons of travel memories. So I hope to keep doing this until this craziness is over. So thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it.